Let's continue our sock knitting 101. We are ready to learn how to make the heel flap. I only made 5 rounds for the leg. For my teaching sock, for this one I had many more. You might knit as long as you enjoy knitting. When you're ready to transition to the heel for your teaching sock, join me. Here we go. We stopped right here. I'm going to join another color because I like to have the heel in a different color on my teaching sock. You can see that the design of my teaching socks is more about functioning for a teaching tool and for my template when I design than it is for the design of an actual sock to be worn. Those designs you can see in multiple projects that continue to be added to our sock knitting playlist. All right, now we're going to learn one of the ways to make a heel. This is called the basic heel flap design. It is going to be different than this one. This one goes directly into a turn. We'll learn this on one of the future projects. Today, we're going to learn the basic heel flap, which will prepare you for most beginner sock knitting projects. So here we go. We're going to work on these 2 needles, and these 2 needles will sleep. So the first needle, I'm going to knit the first stitch, slip the second, knit the third, slip the fourth, knit, slip. This needle is free and it goes to sleep because I'm going to work in rows, and I will take these stitches now. Knit, slip, knit, slip, knit, slip. What you notice here is that I slipped the last stitch. It would make it very difficult and inconvenient if I wanted to purl this stitch. So we're going to go back, and using 2 colors helps make it visible. And we're going to slip the first stitch. I'm showing you this so that you know why the first stitch is slipped and not the second when we begin this row. And I'm also showing you how you can undo a row without taking it off of your needles, as you can see here. Okay, now I'm ready again. But now I slip the first stitch, knit the second, slip the third, knit the fourth. And I keep going like this until I finish the needle. This is half of my total stitches for this sock. Now I'm going to purl this row. When I purl every stitch. These are my rows 1 and 2. I alternate rows 1 and 2. So now I do row 1 again, which is slip, knit, Now I do row number 2 again, which is purl all stitches, slipping the first one. So remember that on our heel flap rows, we always slip the first stitch of every row. I turn my work. I continue alternating rows 1 and 2. This is the 6th row. I keep alternating. This is the 8th row. I continue alternating. You can see how this is becoming thicker than just knitting. This is why I wanted to show you this. This will be present in many basic sock patterns, and it will also give you a reinforced heel flap where the sock will get a lot of wear and tear. That's my 10th row. This is my 12th row. We will stop here. This will be the heel flap for our little model, our teaching sock. Now we need to make a heel turn. What we are going to do is we will start knitting, working our stitches across the row. One, 2, 3. You're still slipping to keep the reinforcement. 4, 5, 6. We're halfway through. 7, 8. We have 4 stitches left. We turn the work, slip, and purl 1, 2, 3. We have 4 on each end and 4 in the middle. We turn the work, slip, knit 1, 2. Now we will knit this one and this one, one before the gap, one after the gap, together. But if I go this way, it's not going to make a nice line. It's going to look awkward. So I'm going to slip and slip. Now I will put them back on this needle in reverse order. So what was first is now second. What was second is now first. Now I will knit them together. There are 3 stitches left. I will turn, slip, purl 1, purl 2. I have a stitch, a gap, and a stitch. I will purl 2 together. I don't need to change the order on this side. 3 stitches left. I turn my work. Slip, knit 1, slip 2. I have 2 stitches, 1 on either side of the gap. I need to work them together, but I want to reverse the order to make it look prettier. And turn my work. Purl 2 together over the gap. You can see already how we get this turn, we get this shaping happening. 3-dimensional, slip, knit 2 together but reverse their order to make the lines keep going straight down visually. Turn your work. You always slip the first stitch when you turn your work, working in rows on these projects. Here's that gap, 2 stitches. I purl them together. Turn your work. See these lines coming straight down and these lines coming straight down? Knitting these 2 together, you don't need to change the order for this last stitch. You will just knit 2 together. You will turn and purl 1, 2, 3. Now purl these 2 together. 4 stitches. We finish the heel turn. It looks very small because our model sock is very tiny. You can see here why on a children's sock size you will choose this heel design versus the traditional heel flap and heel turn. But it's important to learn both. Today you learned this design, and you will use this many times as you begin to choose beginner's patterns for yourself. Now we knit across these 4 stitches. It is time to set up and create the gusset. We will do that in the next video.